I simply just don't have enough time to study a language. With all my schedule, I just don't have enough time in the day to fit it in. That's a normal excuse I would have used a couple years back when I am a full-time student or doing things outside of school. But if I think about it, every day I have a little bit of free time here and there, and I can be using that to study a language. So, this question has been popping up, or this rather excuse has been popping up in my head as a way of trying to justify my increasingly busy schedule as my semester is coming to a close, and trying to study Japanese. So I guess this video is going to be kind of talking about techniques and ways that I'm implementing, and that may or may not work. So I'll jump straight to that. And so today's just going to be me talking, but it's my journey, and I just want to kind of track how I've been going about it, and I think it's going to be useful insight for me in the future. And so as time has is increasingly becoming tight for me as a full-time student with projects to work on and other things to dedicate time to work and whatnot, sometimes I find it difficult to sit down and study Anki for 2 hours a day, or immerse or do some type of language learning for 2 to 3 hours a day. That's just simply not possible, not feasible, and I think just not reasonable at this point of time. And so what I've been doing for myself is, if you watch my previous videos, I had recently tried to learn 1,500 words in a month, which had my Anki reviews through the roof to around 4 to 500 reviews per day. And so what I've done is cut way back on those reviews and instead set it to 40 or 50 reviews per day, 10 of those being new cards and 40 of those being old or due cards. What that means is that I have less cards to review. I'm still learning new content and keeping up kind of with the other cards that I have learned, and it only takes me about 15 to 20 minutes to do. Compare that to 2 hours. That gives me much more time to do things in the day, and that 20 minutes can literally come from anywhere. I could take a break at work. My break at work is 15 minutes. My lunch at work is 30 minutes, and just doing miscellaneous things, eating, I could get those cards out of the way. So compare that to 2 to 3 hours of reviews. It makes things much more feasible. So the next thing that I've been doing, instead of in addition to cutting down on my Anki cards, is getting or trying to find simple content that I don't really have to spend too much time digesting, or rather translating or trying to understand the meaning of, and just trying to get more comprehensible input. So I guess a lot of my Japanese learning is coming from higher level Japanese, which comes in the form of anime. And so I have just been trying to get more, I guess you could call them like content for children or whatnot, but it's comprehensible Japanese. And I had recently been guided to a great YouTube channel for this comprehensible Japanese that I've been using while my time has been cut or much smaller for studying Japanese. I'll go ahead and link that YouTube channel down below in the description. It's literally called Comprehensible Japanese, and it's been a blessing that I've been able to find that, because it really is comprehensible Japanese. Pictures are drawn, simple Japanese is used, and it's just much more digestible than trying to translate or study the meaning of, like, anime or articles, or trying to read heavier vocabulary based articles. I just don't have the mental ability right now for all those stuff. And so just really trying to cut back on the higher level content. I guess, my I+1 content, bringing it back down to just more simple stuff, because then it just makes the mental load a little bit easier. And so those are the main two things that I've actually just been doing, and it's so far so good. So we'll see how the rest of this goes. I have finals up until I have finals week and I have dead week, and so all of my schooling for this semester ends on the 21st of May, which will then be around the time that I can start dedicating more time to studying my Anki cards again, or doing my subs to SRS and whatnot. So this is just a short little video, just me talking about little ways that I've changed my studying when I have less free time. And I think it's a good way for me to prevent myself from burning out from time to time, just because I don't want to be burning out only 9 to 10 months into the language learning journey. And so yeah, that's about it for today. I plan on coming out with a couple new technical videos. I know a lot of people have been asking questions on some of my YouTube videos on how to get things set up. So I'm going to make a revised YouTube video on how to get those little bugs done and out of the way. And so stay tuned for those if you're using those techniques and whatnot. And if you watch this video all the way through, let me know down below what type of strategies you have used for studying a language when your time is short. And if you've seen it being effective, studying way more and much more time compared to less time, but being able to fit it into your schedule on a more consistent basis. So anyways, I'll see y'all later in a future video, and thank you for watching once again. And yeah, good luck on your studies.